Hi, welcome back to our Advanced Squad Leader tutorial series. This is the 12th video in this series, but it is the 5th one with regards to terrain. In our previous terrain videos, we covered city fighting with multiple story buildings, single-story houses, walls, and hedges. Today, we are going to cover hills. Height advantage is important on the battlefield, and Advanced Squad Leader is no exception. We will now go back to board 3. The hills are the brown-colored hexes, such as V5, W5, and X5. You will also notice that there are two different shades of brown. In general, on advanced squad leader boards, the darker the color of the hill, the higher the level. Sometimes, shades from one board to another might be off a little bit, so it's good to remember that rule. Using the V5, W5, X5, and the hex U5, we will show how the hills work. U5 is green, so it is ground level or level 0 in height terms. The light brown next to it in V5 is a level 1 hill. W5 is a darker brown, so it is up a level to level 2. Now X5 is back down to level 1, and Y5 is level 0. These changes in height have line of sight effects as well as movement effects. Movement is relatively straightforward. For infantry, to go up a level, it costs double the cost of terrain to do so. In this example, we will start the 467 in U5. To go from U5 to V5 will cost 2 MFs, double the open ground cost of 1 MF. To go from U5 to W5 would cost another 2 MFs. So to go from U5 to V5 to W5 would cost a total of 4 MFs for the 467 squad. To go from U4 to V4 by crossing the wall into V4 would cost a total of 3 MFs, an extra MF to cross the wall, and the 2 MFs for going up to the next level. Finally, to go from T6 to U7 will cost a total of 4 MFs, because going into woods is 2, and doubled for going up a level makes it a total of 4. To stay on the same level on a hill is the same as the terrain in the hex. So to move from U7 to V7 would cost 1 MF, and V7 to W8 would cost 2. There is no additional cost for going down a hill, except the cost of the terrain you're entering. For line of sight, we are going to use the other hills on board 3. For this, we are going to bring our combatants out again. We will put the 467 in H2. Now he can see all the hexes of the same color, because they are all on the same level. In fact, from this spot, he can see all the spaces that do not have a Russian counter in them right now. The hexes with the Russian counters are blind to the 467, they can't see the 467, and the 467 cannot see them. Finally, you will notice that we placed an 8-0 leader in hex F5. Now this is a case where the heights and line of sight and block line of sight is different than in buildings, streets, etc. A crest line only makes a blind hex if the hex in question is a lower level and the observing unit is at least 5 hexes away from the crest line. Trees, buildings, and orchards, etc. always have at least one blind hex no matter what. So in this case, the 447 cannot be seen by the 467 German squad, but the 8-0 leader can be seen. Higher elevations give a +1 TEM 2 shots from a lower elevation if there is no other TEM in the hex. So in this case, the 467 will receive a +1 dice roll modifier. If the Russian fired at the 467 during prep fire, the shot would be an 8+1. A moving unit receives a +1 TEM if in moving the unit has not crossed the crest line in question. So, if the German starts in E5 and moves to E4, it would not receive the +1 TEM for height. But if the 467 went from E4 to F3, it would receive a +1 TEM for height from fire in F5. That concludes our video on hills. I hope you find this video and our other videos helpful, but realize they are only an introduction to give you enough confidence to dive in and enjoy this great game. If you like our videos, please like us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact me at jdhobbies@live.com. And thanks always for watching.